Tea and welcome to Sibyl Tarot. This is a reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising during the month of October. Taurus, this is general reading, so if it does not resonate, please feel free to check out my other readings that are related to your natal chart. So I'm just going to pull a few cards here, Taurus, and see what comes up during the month of October. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising for October. First card out we have here is the Wheel of Fortune. Lovely, Taurus, and this is Jupiter. And Jupiter went direct, on the 13th of September here in Capricorn. Jupiter is Sagittarius, but it also can talk about fixed energies such as Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius and Taurus, yourself. The next card out we have here is the Queen of Swords, which is air energy, and air is Libra, Gemini and Aquarius. And the next card out we have here is the Devil card, Major Arcana card. The Wheel of Fortune is also a Major Arcana card, so this can be something very big happening, Taurus, during the month of October. But the Devil card talks about Capricorn, and Jupiter turned direct on the 13th of September in Capricorn. I feel, for Taurus, this may, talk about, your work area of your life. I feel for some Taurians that you may be thinking of expanding, within the work area, or, your work is being expanded in some way, There could be an upward turn, for some Taurians to do with their work. You could be getting maybe if you're self-employed, or that you could be getting more work, and it's coming towards the run up into Christmas time. The next card out we have here is the Two of Cups, and the Two of Cups is water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The next card we have here is the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is air energy, Aquarius, Libra and Gemini. Now Taurus, it talks, we have the Queen of Swords here and the Ten of Swords. The Queen of Swords to me is Libra energy, and this can also talk about a relationship of some sort. Maybe, you are cutting something out, to do, within a relationship. Not so much that you're cutting off a relationship, but something that was very toxic within the relationship. There could be some type of codependency here in a relationship, and you're cutting that out. If it is the case, it's brought, this, toxic energy of whatever it is, in a relationship, it's probably gone on, for the last while, or that, for probably during the time that Jupiter was retrograde and was, pulling back, it kind of probably, you said enough is enough, that way, because it brought you too much, brought you down too much, so to speak, and you're at your, the end of it, that way, so you're kind of, cutting it off, to give you a kind of peace of mind, that way. It could be something, I'm not saying that it's to do with your partner, it could be something that, that is toxic within a relationship, or you could be there's some type of toxic energy that you want to cut out, because you know you want your relationship to move on, you know, in a positive, you know, in a positive way. And you know, it could be even something, you know, within yourself, or you know, with a partner, you know, that's egotistical, because the Ten of Swords talks about, you know, death of ego, death of God. For some, you know, be very few that you could be cutting out a relationship that has been very toxic, you know. The next card out we have here is the Six of Cups, and the Six of Cups is water energy. So at your present time, it's saying, you know, that there is a union of two people coming together, you know, in friendship or in love, do you know. Maybe you are cutting something out, you know, that's toxic within the relationship, so the relationship doesn't come to any, you know, demise of some sort, do you know, that way. It could be something as well, you know, from the past, do you know, that way. Something that you have to deal with now, you know, in the present, you have to let go of, so to speak, with the Ten of Swords here. Because if you don't let go of this energy, you know, if you don't let go of this toxic energy that you're bringing into a relationship, you're probably aware of it now or not aware of it, but you know, there could have been even an ultimatum here, you know, of some sort to say, you know, this has to go, or else, you know, the relationship can't go on, or that. But I feel if it's, you know, if you're letting go of something that's toxic, it's going to bring the two of you closer together. But I feel, you know, this is, you have been, you know, this has come about, you know, in around mid-September. But it's bringing it into the Libra time, because we have here the Queen of Swords, and this is Libra. You know, you might have to work through this until the Christmas time, and I think that's when Jupiter moves out of Capricorn into Aquarian time. So this will end, but you know, this could have been going on, especially it could have been going on the last 2 years, or it's been coming up, you know, in the last 2 years. And we have here is the World card, and this is what it's saying. Yeah, you know, there's an ending, you know, an end of a cycle, you know, but it's a major cycle, it's a major arcana card, you know, it's an end, a chapter ending in your life, you know, and it's something to do that's, you know, that can be, you know, toxic. But I feel that it's more so you, Taurus, do you know, that way. You're cutting out something, you know, that no longer serves you, you know, or your relationship for the highest good. Like, you have to let go of something. Let go of something in the past. Next card out we have here is the King of Wands, and the King of Wands is fire energy. Fire is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The King of Wands, you know, he's a work orientated person, you know, whether this be male or female, you know, but I feel, you know, this King of Wands is looking at the world, wants to end this, you know, this, you know, what you've been going through, and the Wheel of Fortune, you know, is giving you this opportunity, you know what I mean, to turn the wheel, you know what I mean, to kind of, you know, nearly create your own destiny, you know what I mean, that you don't want to be, if you're forever, you know, looking back on your past, you know, and looking back at what, you know, brings you down in some way, you know, mentally, get you down, so to speak, get you, depressed or that, and that could be, tarnishing your relationship in some way, shape or form, or that, that it's telling you, you need to end this cycle, you know what I mean? You need to close this cycle out. You will close this cycle out, because you have the determination here with the King of Wands. You have that determination to work through it, do you know what I mean? And to see the back of it, do you know? Because what it's saying here as well, in the past, it could have ruined other relationships that have gone on in the past, this toxic energy, whatever it is, and it could be for some Taurus that there's a new relationship here and you don't want the same pattern repeating, you want to let go of this, this thing that you've carried from the past. Yeah, we have here is the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Cups talks about walking away from something that's very emotional in your life, you know what I mean, that has been very emotional. And I feel it's not so much that you're walking away from a relationship. I don't feel it's that. I feel it's more so that you're walking away from something that has held you back, you know what I mean. And it could have held you back for the past several years, you know what I mean, of moving forward, and you're eventually going to let go of this. I think in the past, and I feel it's to do with the last 2 years especially, and the reason being because Mercury will be going retrograde in the sign of Scorpio this month. And Scorpio talks about transformation, it talks about endings, talks about a death of a cycle, do you know what I mean? And for you to transform. But when the last time that Mercury went retrograde in Scorpio was around, I think it was the mid 2 weeks of November 2 years ago. So I feel that this has brought, you know what I mean, this has kind of was kicked off, 2 years ago, and now, you've gone through the last 2 years, dealing with this or not dealing with it, or but it's saying now for you to let go. And I feel it's more something to do, with a toxic energy, mentally, in a way, thoughts of something, thoughts of the past. And I feel that because, with Jupiter going forward, that it's, going to let you move on successfully, because you want to move on. You want to, have healthy relationships, you know what I mean, whether you're in a relationship or not, or it's to do with friendships, or even if it's to do with work relationships as well. You want it to be healthy, and you want to move forward, but it's telling you that this is the final ending, it is coming about, and you just need to let go, do you know. So I know this might not resonate, for all Taurus people. If it does not resonate, please feel free to check out my other readings that are related to your natal chart here. So if you like my reading, please do like, share, leave a comment. Slán.